At dito yung helmet, hindi na ako nag-helmet. Dahil paparada ko.
Wala ka helmet.
Hindi, paparada ko nga sa akin. Kasi
ano plaka mo?
pinaikot lang ako.
Chairman. Ikaw ba chairman?
Hindi po, binutusan lang ako.
Inutusan ka ni chairman.
Okay, papaikot nga dahil
Hindi po ba
paparada ko.
nakakaya na yung plaka natin, naka-ano chairman, tapos tayo po mismo nagbabiolate ng batas? Kahit na ipaparada nyo lang po, nasa kalsada po kayo.
Pasensya na po. Paparada ko po.
Pasensya na rin sir, magtitigitan po namin kayo kung may lisensya po kayo. Nandito po kami nag-ooperate, alam nyo na, dinaanan nyo pa kami.
Kaya nga po pinaikot po ako kasi paparada po kasi di ba naglilinis nga po.
Sana po
Kaya po
nag-helmet
ipaparada
kayo.
ko po dyan.
Sana po nag-helmet man lang kayo.
Pasensya na po, nagmadali lang po.
Sir, lisensya na lang po.
Tikit na rin niya po. Di ba nga natutubos kasi wala akong trabaho eh.
Kailan pa po yan, boss?
Tagal na po. Kasi wala nga akong trabaho kaya nga hindi natutubos.
June 23.
Opo.
Wala. Technically, wala po kayong lisensya.
Hindi po kasi, kaya nga po, hindi naman po ako driver talaga. Yan, pinaikot lang po sa akin kasi nga ipaparada dyan.
Opo. So, alam po ni chairman na nag-ooperate po kami, pinaikot po sa inyo. Dapat at least man lang, nag-helmet po kayo.
Kaya pasensya nga po, kaya nga po.
Sir. Pasensya na rin sir, nag-ooperate po kami dito. June pa yan, June pa yung ticket. Expired na po yan.
June 23.
Kaya nga pwede ako nagmamaniyo, kaya lang, ngayon lang po pinano kasi nga papasok dyan sa loob. Paparada ko lang.
I-found po namin to sir. Ito talaga.
Sir, baka nakikiusap lang naman ako sir, binatusan lang sir ako.
Sir, lahat po dito, kung may violation, if it's impoundable, in-impound namin. Hindi po namin pwedeng pagbigyan sir. Pasensya na sir. Pero we have to impound it. Wala po kayong lisensya, technically. Dahil expired po yung ticket nyo.
Narehistro kayo, sir?
Ano pong plaka
Service po
nito
ng
sir?
barangay yan.
Service ng pagkaran, may rehistro po.
Sa sa barangay.
Yung papel po niya nandyan.
Wala po.
Wala rin papel.
Nandun nga po sa barangay eh.
Good morning everyone, MMDA back on the road. Today they're joined by the MTPB in Manila City, Onyx, clearing illegally parked vehicles from the road and the sidewalk. If the vehicle has a driver, they have the opportunity to show a license and leave with just a ticket. If there's no driver, it goes on the back of the tow truck. It looks like a driver did come out for this one, but just too late because the MTPB have already connected it to the tow truck. It's been a long time since I've seen a face shield. Anyway, picking up another vehicle over there considered to be illegally parked in the center of the road. Of course, it's not only vehicles that are parked in the road, it's also those that converted the sidewalk into a private garage. No driver means it goes on the back of the tow truck. Even the SCOG team are busy clearing obstructions from the sidewalk. Those items that aren't considered as being motorized vehicles. Of course, when it comes to registration for tricycles, it's always a little bit hit and miss. Anyway, they're asking now for the license. There's no plate on this tricycle. A lot of the time when the MMDA operated in Manila before, suddenly a parking attendant would appear and say, no, it's allowed to park here. But so far today, everything's been smooth sailing. A lot of tickets, a lot of towing. This one was already ticketed and I think the driver's going to move it now. That's the agreement, that you move it yourself instead of the vehicle being towed away. And over here they already issued a ticket to this one. The driver's inside ready to move after he's taken his ticket. This vehicle on the sidewalk looks like it hasn't moved for a long time and it says it's for sale. According to the lady, it's considered as a stalled vehicle. It couldn't be moved even if they wanted. So I think it will go on the back of the tow truck. This gentleman is collecting the garbage and the leaves, and then he's sweeping them here and burning them. That's why it's so hard to breathe in this area. This is actually meant to be a sidewalk, but you'll see it's been converted to private gardens. I admit it looks nice, but it's not good for pedestrians, commuters who end up walking in the road. Now some people would say, well, they don't have a parking space. What are they meant to do? Use paid parking. Even if you have to walk a little bit far, modify your property to have a parking space, even if it's going to cost a lot of money. There are options. Even this little vehicle here is going to be impounded. There's no plates on it, and apparently there's no driver. Looking at it, I'm guessing maybe it doesn't even work. See, this is the reality. People will continue to make their houses bigger and bigger, more and more comfortable. But when it comes to actually building space for a car on their property, are people taking it as seriously? It seems like not always. The team are now looking at these tricycles parked on the sidewalk. Hopefully the drivers will come out, that way it's only a ticket instead of being towed away. You see the enforcers taking photos that proves when they arrived and how the vehicle was parked. As you saw earlier, there are times that the driver appears after the towing process has already started. Although the street is pretty congested and there's a lot of garbage everywhere, I must admit it is a little bit better than how it used to be. Although I guess it's still a far cry from saying it's great, but it is better, to be fair. In with all of these enforcers here, this guy just drove away with a little child on the front of his motorcycle. I'm sure he'll be stopped further along the road. There you go. It's a nice motorcycle, but it's just a lack of regard for the safety of the child. Just imagine, that's what people are doing when they know the enforcers are standing right there. What more when there's no enforcers? That's why it's scary when people say, yeah, remove enforcers from the road. Can you imagine how many people would get hurt? How many innocent people will get hurt? Like these children, they're innocent. They don't know that they're not meant to ride like that. It's the parents that are meant to take care of them. That's why there's laws like the Children's Safety on Motorcycle Act of 2015. And again, you'll see another vehicle parked on the corner. They even paint the corner to remind people not to park there. So that's going up on the tow truck. Oh, and the one in the background, the red one. It's a weird situation, but it seems like cars that are parked on corners are often not in working condition. Maybe it's just because they see a space and they think, okay, I can squeeze it in there, leave it there for a while, no one will mind it. But obviously you can't park on a corner. And if enforcers come along, of course they'll consider it to be a stalled vehicle that needs to be towed away, illegally parked.